The Memphis Grizzlies focused on the task at hand as they came into the arena earlier on. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. Last season, LeBron James set a career high in assists. And he said the assist has always been his favorite. LeBron said, "It gives my teammates an opportunity to score. And that's what's always mattered to me." And that team-first mentality is just a big part of who LeBron is. Kevin?
Always looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they head out on the road and face the Mavericks in Dallas. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Now look at Memphis' starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the three. And for Los Angeles, Howard is out there with Davis. Then it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Green in at the shooting guard. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
Kevin, it's always a great feeling to come out strong. But it is hard to maintain that consistency.
Yeah,
the teams that do, you know, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strengths.
Why is consistency so hard?
You know, because you're not playing against yourself. And we're human. And Kevin, as great as you are as a broadcaster, you probably have had some days where you didn't feel as good as you did other days. And that's no different for a guy competing at this level.
My friend, that's every day. Every day you don't feel good about it. But you grind, right? You just try to keep grinding.
Got to do it.
Here's Morant following the bucket by the Lakers. He dishes it to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Okay, two hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. James against Anderson. Davis kicks to LeBron. The 9-foot shot. Here's Howard. Trying to get open is Davis. Howard, good.
Howard really brings it on the offensive glass, using that wide wingspan to come up with those loose balls.
Here's Morant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant. And they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Now here's Davis. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Charlotte. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
It's not just the size of AD, it's the quickness. Allows him to beat defenders in traffic, forcing fouls.
That free throw missing.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Good on the second free throw.
One of the most productive all-around players in the game. AD has already accomplished a lot individually. Next, winning. This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
James with it. He's picked up by Morant. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. There's the call. Memphis gets the foul. Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none.
The first free throw is good. You know, Steve, one thing you admire about LeBron, how he shapes a possession for his team. He'll create situations where he gets a mismatch or helps his teammate find one.
You know, Kevin, LeBron will use his high screens to just kind of shuffle defenders, make them think. Once he sees an opportunity, he'll pounce all over it. You can see him do this the most at the end of close games. You know, the one chink in LeBron's armor, decent. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here's Rondo, and the rejection by Jackson. Tries again, and scoring with the play inside is Brooks.
It's funny watching Brooks. He kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he explodes with an aggressive move.
LeBron passes to Howard. They kick it out to Green. Here's Davis. Here's Howard. And the layup's good off the glass. Howard's got his second basket of the night.
And this is where Howard can be dominant. In close, his physical advantages then can take over.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Rondo against Morant. Now, here's Howard. He's tightly guarded. Here's Davis. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Memphis leading by 3. Here's Morant. And Rondo sends it back.
What? Nice defense by Rondo there, rising up to block that one.
Count it.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Now here's Morant. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Brooklyn. Brooks right side. Plenty of space. He doesn't hit that one. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Rajon Rondo. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Green. And Davis sends it back.
What's crazy about AD as a shot blocker, he can block your shot at all 3 levels.
Caldwell Pope passes to Davis. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Davis has got 5 now.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
James against Morant. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Here's Morant. He has 5. Poke loose. Brooks up on top. Uncovered. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Great vision by Ja Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Memphis also making some changes. Jang, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Josh Jackson comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. Now here is McGee. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And the pass to Jones. He lobs it up. And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Here's Melton. It doesn't go for him. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. It's LeBron with the drive and the dunk by James.
Defensively, you want to take away LeBron's driving lanes, but his speed and power still went out.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 4-point game. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And this,
oh, what a play!
Watch your head. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. McGee with the block. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. They've got Clark. He's out there with Gorgie Dang. Josh Jackson out there with Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Shoots the 3. The Lakers with the rebound.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Green comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for James. To the inside. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Zhang.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Green, the pass to Howard. Over Zhang, and the rejection by Zhang. And he's able to get it back. And he recovers it. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Memphis called for the foul.
And the defensive prowess of Howard is simply phenomenal. Not only a shot-blocking master, but his mere presence alone makes shooters incredibly nervous.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Howard. Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. And both free throws good for Howard. The Grizzlies trail by 9. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Jones looking for an opening. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, shaky defense there. Giving up the bucket plus sending KCP to the line.
And for Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. You know, Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that he knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
Pass to Valanciunas, and stolen by Howard. And it's the Lakers on the break. Rondo with the ball. And Caldwell-Pope gets the basket.
One of the more instinctive passes over the last decade, Rondo quickly locates the open man.
Anderson outside. Out to Brooks. They need this. But they get it back. Here's Morant. Chalk up 2 there. Morant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
Howard. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Howard's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles. Morant scanning the floor. Brooks the pass to Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Morant's got 9.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Rondo dishes to Davis. No good there. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Morant passes to Brooks. He gets it in there.
Timeout, timeout.
6 points for him.
Challenging the heart of the defense on that play. Brooks daring someone to stop him.
Timeout called the Lakers.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2. And with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the three-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
Well, you look at Brooks. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And Valanciunas kicks to Anderson. Clock at 6. With the floater and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Not explosive at all. Kyle Anderson is crafty. Nice play to draw the foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
And watching Kyle Anderson
Greg Popovich once stated he's not what you'd call a typical NBA athlete.
AGA hit the nickname slow-mo because he plays at a deliberate pace. He has tremendous skills, a high basketball IQ. He has improved defensively. He's a jack of all trades.
Here's Davis, and the rejection by Jackson. And he gets it back. And it's Davis missing.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down. That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Lakers leading by 6. It's LeBron with the drive, and James throws it down.
Can't do anything about it. LeBron gets a step. Next thing you know, he's hanging off the rim.
Here's Morant. He's got 9. Anderson outside. Memphis shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls. Morris is checked in for Los Angeles. Then for the Grizzlies, Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. D'Anthony Melton comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant.
A versatile swingman, Kyle Anderson's nickname is Slow-Mo for his methodical style of play.
The rebound by Anderson.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
James kicks to Kuzma. Green bounce pass. Here's Morris. And another basket for the Lakers.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
And the basket by Jones.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
From deep, LeBron. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you've been able to produce easily and efficiently in the first half. What's enabled you to keep it going?
I'm just moving on the offensive end and just finding an open spot. They turn their heads a lot, so I'm just trying to get to the open spot and then knock down a shot. Either I'm cutting to the basket or spot up for the 3.
You've been on a roll so far. We'll see if you can keep it up. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith.
Last season, Kenny, may be the ultimate pairing of superstars, Anthony Davis and LeBron James.
Couldn't find a better compliment statistically. I don't think you can. AD thrived with LeBron and LeBron with him. So it was great for the way they were drawing and dishing off the defenders.
Statistically or stylistically?
Stylistically before the game, they were great coming through that tunnel.
Well, I agree. AD has a range out to 3, so he doesn't really clog up driving lanes. You know, his rim protection allows LeBron and others to be more aggressive defensively.
And now let us send it over to Kevin Harlan for the second half. Thanks for joining us, folks.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. 3rd quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Davis is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Green. Then there's Howard. And it's Rondo in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies ownership were exploring relocation. Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027, with substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, D.A. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Morant with a wide open look. Morant with another miss.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
On the wing, Green. Davis inside, guarded by Valanciunas. And it's Davis missing.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And that one's good, Morant. Morant's got 11 points.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. Gorgie Dang's checked in for the Grizzlies. Josh Jackson comes in for Anderson. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Here's James. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot. Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks, that's a 2-pointer. They get it back. Valanciunas nails the baby hook. Valanciunas has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Here's Brooks. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead. Pass to Howard. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Nice touch on the jumper. Even at this stage in his career, LeBron's floor spacing ability continues to evolve.
Morant against Rondo. Morant kicks to Valanciunas. A 3-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lakers passing it around. Caldwell Pope dishes to LeBron. They double team Howard. Wants to get it to Rondo and does. Shot clock at 6. And Davis gets it to go.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Some changes for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Morris comes in for Davis. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Memphis also making some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Josh Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. And it's Rondo penetrating out to Kuzma. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. And now it's a 12-point Los Angeles lead. Clark, the pass to Jang. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Brooks misses.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
What precision from Rondo. Even when he gets knocked around, he keeps his focus and nails the shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I'd say that might have been the one difference. And watching Brandon Clark play, first thing you notice, young fella plays above the rim.
He's very quick off the floor, GA. Had a max vertical of over 40 inches at the combine. Did you hear me? Over 40 inches. And I think he was the steal of the draft. Fortunately for the Grizzlies, he failed to 21.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And James throws it down.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Good on the three-point shot.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
Morris trying to free himself up, and he makes that one. Rondo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Inside, here's Anderson. The shot misses. Kuzma with the defensive effort. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 14-5 run here. McGee's shot is off.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
The baseline J. He can't get it to go. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 14. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They've got Kyle Anderson. Jaren Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2 spot.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Pass to Morris. All sorts of time. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 7th assist here tonight. Anderson outside. The pass to Jackson. Melton feeling it out a bit. To the middle. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Tyus Jones. Rondo on top. Guarded by Morant. Here's Davis. Count it from 12. And the Lakers lead by 15.
You always will have this fear when defending AD. He can just rise up and knock it down.
Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. Teardrop shot. It's stolen by Green. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And James throws it down.
A 3-and-D player. That break started by Danny Green's awareness on the defensive end, creating the turnover.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Here's Melton. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
Here's LeBron. Again, Los Angeles.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Morant, right side. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Davis. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
And with that height, he can get a clean look on any shot at any time.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Checked in for Los Angeles. And Memphis also making a switch. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. Let's see if they were listening, guys.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Davis. No good from Valanciunas.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The rebound by Anderson. The Grizzlies trail by 17. And finished off by Anderson.
What we've seen with Kyle Anderson, he's a below-average athlete, but has great timing on his drives.
And he banks in the layup.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there. Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Passes it to Davis. Knocked loose. And here is Brooks. Morant outside. Here's the three. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. James kicks to Davis. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Anderson with the ball. Rebound the Lakers. Howard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Green inside. Brooks covering. Here's Davis. No good off the back of the rim.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Los Angeles.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And he can't hit the second. Anderson with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. And Anderson gets it to go. Anderson's got 4 points this quarter.
Trying to become a better scorer on all 3 levels. This time, Anderson attacking the interior. Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Jackson trying to break free. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
So tough to keep Davis from getting his points. Now he goes to the line where he's been shooting in that 80% range.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jared Dudley's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Waiters, he's checked in for Danny Green. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. And so it's Memphis with it, trailing by 13.
That's his first personal foul.
Free throw, good. Allen. Morris is checked in for Anthony Davis.
At the line for 2.
And Allen drops them both. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Allen against Waiters. Now here's Dudley. There's the pass to Kuzma. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 13.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Here's Dudley. Back to Waiters. Lets the 3 fly. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. LeBron, the last game for a little while. As a team, how do you approach the break?
Well, we got a couple of days off, but everyone needs to stay in tune. Even though we're not going to be on our feet or on the basketball court, everyone needs to continue to just, work your mind, work your body as well, and, get ready for practice.
Well, I'm sure you're going to enjoy that time off anyway, man. Congrats on this win. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.